We have sunshine and we have warm weather, and I'm still in southern Idaho, and I'm loving it. Not Didn't take me long to get a tan because I sit out in the morning and I drink my coffee. The tan is a byproduct, but I do it for the vitamin D3, especially for our torsos. We want to get that vitamin D. It's great for depression. It's good for immunity. It's good for viruses. Everything. So tanning is a byproduct. Anyway, I wanted to do a quick video here on a little business. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life, and basically, it's a walking a tightrope. Anyone who doesn't know it. I wouldn't trade it for anything, but somebody described it a long time ago as walking a tightrope 24/7, about ready to fall off anytime. I'm so used to it now. But when you become entrepreneur in whatever industry you're in, or any good business person that's even in the corporate sector or whatever, always has an eye out on trends. I mean, if you really are vested in what you're doing and you're passionate about it, you're going to keep an eye on what's trending, how other things work, what don't things work. You're going to remember history. You're going to recall how things didn't work before, and things like that, because you always want to get that maybe that little extra boost for your business before the competition. Well, something that I've seen because of my conspiratorial nature and all my, less friends now that are still with me, but other people, call me conspiracy theorists, which is fine, is the fact that I've been sort of positioning my business for about 3 or 4 years now, which is in the holistic health field, which basically we were red pilling people 15 years ago. We were talking about the government lying to us about our basic nutrition. We were called witch doctors and voodoo scientists 15 years ago. We were teaching keto, paleo, primal, intermittent fasting way back then. Now all of this is pretty much mainstream. We were ahead of our time, and a lot of those people that called it voodoo science, I'm helping them now. So, not that I like to be right, it's just we saw trends. We were looking to see. We did the digging and the research, and then self-experimentation found out what really worked and not what the government or the experts were telling us. It's basically, as I say all the time, do the research, find out what works for you, and try it and true. Don't just blindly accept stuff. Question everything. So the big thing is the trend, and again, back to where I've been positioning myself, but other people I see as well, and I've been talking to like-minded individuals and business people for a couple of years now, that there's going to be a need for people like us, and that need is now, and it's coming soon. Basically, in my world, people like us, meaning holistic nutrition, alternative therapies, a different way of looking at things that I've talked about in all my videos, metaphysical, physical, trying to stay away from pharmaceutical drugs, all these things that I've talked about. There's always a niche for a need there, but that need is getting wider and wider. I mean, just with a pandemic alone, I've gotten a big upsurge in people wanting to know about their immune systems, rather than just taking a pill. They want to know how their body functions. But on top of that now, we're seeing a collapse of woke, let's just call it woke. Some people don't like that, but woke companies. And I've always been suspect of corporations anyway, and I've said this in my videos before. I believe government and corporations in a lot of ways go hand in hand, and most of us see that. It's the lobbyists, it's the pharmaceutical companies, it's the big companies that have all the money with the lobbyists and infiltrate our government on every level, from the big to small, that have the most say. They're really running the world in a way. And money's behind all of this, and that system is slowly breaking down. Other things that I've talked about, another subject for another time, but with these woke corporations, case in point, Budweiser losing billions, Target now losing billions. What has happened is the silent majority of Americans, regular, ordinary Americans, patriots, are just done. They're done, and they're starting to rise up, and they're doing grassroots movements, and they're taking their power back. Things, again, that I've talked about for a couple of years now. So guess what that does? That presents opportunity. So companies like, I was reading the other day that Budweiser now just got knocked out of first place of beer I think in the U.S. by Modelo. I think Modelo's a beer. Now that may be a corporation beer, but it's a start. It bumped Budweiser out of the first position of people drinking. I have friends, I don't drink anymore, but I have friends in Boise, Idaho, that quit drinking Budweiser. One of my best friends, long time, lifelong Budweiser drinking, is now drinking a local brewery beer that he likes even better. This is happening grassroots level across the United States. Target, people aren't shopping at Target anymore. People are just done. So what that is doing is it's opening opportunity for local businesses to come back again. Local businesses that have been, excuse my language, shit upon for years by the government. Look at even the pandemic. You know, they ruined the middle class. They ruined small businesses. You know, here we weren't supposedly allowed to go out, go to church, stay in our homes, but yet the big box stores like Walmart were open, but they shut down all the small businesses, and even those that tried to open up were just arrested. I mean, if you've been watching, you know what's going on. But now the opportunity for local businesses especially is coming up. Square, I think it's called Public Square, is one that started about a year ago that's really capitalizing on all that. They're like an aggregate patriots. They started by a bunch of patriots, an aggregate store that you can go to and get all sorts of different products, American made by American owners. And so this opportunity is presenting itself right and left. American businesses are coming back to the forefold, and this is just the trend of what's going on. It's fantastic. This is the tip of the iceberg of everything going on. So back to a business. Now's the time, if you're a business owner, to look for opportunities. Sell your business as American made. Sell your business as local. Sell your business as patriots. There's nothing wrong with being a patriot. Rah, rah, America. You can be far left, you can be far right, and far in the middle, but if you're living in America, you're a patriot. You're an American citizen. That's not a bad word, in my opinion, but that is selling now, and keep an eye on that. I knew this was coming a long time ago, so people like me and a few other people that were working together are capitalizing on this as we speak. But corporation world, people are opening their eyes to all that too. And American business is coming back, and it's great to see. So just food for thought if you're a business owner, or just to watch trends. Talk to you later.